Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 6 and today we will explain about basic concept of tech reporting. Before we jump to the material, let me introduce our group member. The first one is Hanisha Nadia Alzura, and then Farhan Taufik Nurzadi, and also me, Salsa Mahadila Laura. The main topic for this chapter consists of 3 points. The first one is tag notification letter types, the second one e-filing, and then the last is deadline for text reporting. Alright, for the first material will be explained by my partner Farhan Taufik Nurzadi. So Farhan, time is yours.
First material, we will talking about types notification letter text. The first is annual tax return, and the second one periodical tax return. The first, we will talking about the annual tax return. The introduction. Annual tax return is a letter used by the taxpayer to report the calculation and or payment of taxes, tax objects and non-tax objects, and or assets and liabilities. According to the provisions of the laws and regulations in Indonesia, the Directorate General of Taxes or DGT, in bahasa we're saying Directorate General Pajak. There are two categories of annual SPT, namely the individual annual SPT or OP, in bahasa we're saying orang pribadi, and the corporate annual SPT. The corporate annual SPT only uses one type of forms, namely the 1771 annual SPT. And the individual annual SPT is divided into three types of forms. The first, the 1770 annual SPT, yang kedua 1770 SPT, SSPT, sorry, and the last 1770 SSSPT. The contents of annual tax return. Submission of annual tax return, the carrier service companies or courier service is carried out in a closed envelope that has been attached to the annual tax envelope information sheets. Format attached to attachment 1 of the Regulation of Director General of Taxes number PER 26/PG/2012 containing the data following. The following data is the name taxpayer, NPWP, taxpayer, tax year, SPT status includes zero or underpaid or overpaid. Type of SPT include annual SPT or annual reverse SPT. Change of data, you can choose yes or no, number, phone number, statement, and WP signature. And second material, we will talk about periodical tax return. Means a tax return which is required to be filled by applicable law less than 90 days, inclusive of any applicable extensions which do not result in additional tax payable after the end of the taxable period to which it relates. Periodic income tax return, which consists of income tax article or 88.4, Article 15, 88.22, 88.23, and 88.26. While some of the information that must be available in the unification of periodic income tax return includes the first, tax period and tax year; the second, the tax return status is normal or amended; the third, the identity of income tax withholder or collector; the fourth, type of income tax; the fifth, the tax base amount; the sixth, the total value of income tax withheld, collected, borne by the government, and or self-paid income tax. And the next, the total amount of income tax, the total amount of income tax paid in the amended tax return. Next, the amount of income tax that is underpaid or overpaid due to amendment, and this next name and signature of the income tax withholder or collector or proxy, and the last the date of the unification of periodic income tax return is made. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention, and thank you guys.
Hello everyone. So for this session, I will explain about e-filing reporting. Okay, for the first, I will explain about the definition of e-filing. So, in simple terms, e-filing is a way of reporting tax returns that is done electronically or online through the website of the Directorate General of Taxes, or Indonesia we can say DJP Online, or through other official e-filing channels set by the government. So, with e-filing, you no longer have to bother coming to the tax office to report taxes. So for the next, I will explain about general benefits of e-filing tax. So when compared to manual tax reporting, tax e-filing provides many advantages such as the following. For the first one is report tax online from anywhere and anytime. And then the second one is save time. It means we don't need to spend time to come and queue at the KPP. And then the third is reporting evidence is stored more securely and easily tracked without worrying about big loss or tuck away. Okay, so we jump to the next material is about type of tax report system. So for the type of tax report system consists of 3 points. The first one is e-filing and e-SPT and also e-form. E-filing, same like what I said before, is a method of submitting SPT which is done online in real time through the website or Directorate General of Taxes. And we can access e-filing in www.pajak.go.id or ASP. And for e-SPT is an application for filing out an SPT provided by the Directorate General of Taxes. And then for the last is e-form. E-form is an electronic SPT form in the form of a file with the XVDL, and the filing can be done online. In the process of filing it out, the e-form feature can also be accessed through the website owned by DJP or via the e-form.pajak.go.id link. Okay, we jump to types of form. So types of forms have 4 types. The first one is individual annual SPT 1770. Second one is individual annual SPT 1770S, and the third individual annual SPT 1770SS, and also corporate annual SPT 1771. The first is individual annual SPT 1770. That is for individual taxpayer who have income. The first is from independent business or work. The second is from one or more employers. And the third is subject to final and or final income tax. And the fourth is other domestic or overseas. And then the second is individual annual SPT 1770S. That is for individual taxpayer who have income. The first one is from one or more employers, and the second is other domestic and or subject to final and or final income tax. The third is individual annual SPT 1770SS. That is for individual taxpayer who have income as employers. The first one in income other than from business and or independent employment, and then the second one is less than 60 million a year. And then the last, corporate annual SPT 1771. You can report by upload e-SPT and by e-form. This is for corporate or business entities. To make you easy to understand about the difference from that types, I will try to explain in bahasa. So for SPT 1770 itu diperuntukkan bagi pegawai dengan penghasilan lain atau penghasilan tambahan baik kurang dari 60 million or more than 60 million per year. Jenis SPT ini juga diperuntukkan bagi wajib pajak non-pegawai. Yang kedua adalah SPT 1770S, diperuntukkan bagi pegawai dengan penghasilan more than 60 million per year. And then the third is SPT 1770SS, diperuntukkan bagi pegawai dengan penghasilan less than 60 billion per year. And then the last is SPT tahunan PPH wajib pajak badan 1771 atau formulir 1771. Adalah formulir SPT tahunan pajak penghasilan atau PPH yang digunakan oleh wajib pajak badan dalam melaporkan penghasilan, biaya, dan perhitungan PPH terutang dalam jangka waktu 1 tahun pajak. Next is 3 important things in e-filing reporting. The first one is Taxpayer Identification Number or NPWP, or in Indonesia we can say kartu pokok wajib pajak. And then the second is EFIN or Electronic Filing Identification Number, and the last is DJP online account. I think that's some important point you need to know about e-filing reporting. So right now I will share about step-by-step reporting using e-filing. Let's watch the following video. Thank you.
Selamat datang di tutorial pelaporan pajak dengan formulir 1770SS melalui e-filing. Tutorial ini berlaku untuk Anda yang merupakan karyawan pada satu perusahaan dan berpenghasilan di bawah 60 juta per tahun. Tidak mempunyai penghasilan lain kecuali bunga bank dan atau bunga koperasi. hal yang pertama kali Anda harus siapkan adalah bukti potong yang Anda peroleh dari perusahaan tempat Anda bekerja. Anda dapat menggunakan perangkat baik laptop, tab, atau smartphone yang terkoneksi dengan internet. Pertama, buka situs www.pajak.go.id lalu tekan login. Setelah itu, isikan nomor pokok wajib pajak dan password, serta kode keamanan dan klik login. Anda akan diarahkan ke dashboard layanan digital perpajakan. Klik pada tab Lapor, klik ikon e-filing, kemudian klik Buat SPT. Anda akan diberikan beberapa pertanyaan terkait dengan status Anda. Bila data yang Anda isikan benar, maka akan muncul tombol SPT 1770SS. Tahapan pertama dalam pengisian SPT adalah isi data formulir. Isi tahun pajak, isi status SPT normal. Pembetulan hanya dipilih jika Anda menemukan kesalahan pada SPT tahunan yang sudah Anda laporkan sebelumnya. Lalu klik langkah selanjutnya. Sistem akan mendeteksi secara otomatis apabila ada data pembayaran pajak dari pihak ketiga. Gunakan data pembayaran tersebut untuk pengisian SPT dengan tekan Iya. Bila tidak, Anda dapat menggunakan formulir bukti potong sebagai acuan pengisian SPT. Pada bagian A, isikan data penghasilan bruto. Kemudian, isikan jumlah pengurang pada poin 2. Pada poin 3, pilih status penghasilan tidak kena pajak atau PTKP. Sistem secara otomatis akan menghitung pajak Anda. Pada poin 6, isikan jumlah PPh yang telah dipotong oleh perusahaan Anda. Maka, Anda akan mengetahui status SPT Anda apakah nihil, kurang bayar, atau lebih bayar. Jika SPT Anda nihil, Anda dapat melanjutkan pengisian pada poin B. Jika SPT Anda kurang bayar, Anda akan diberikan pertanyaan lanjutan. Jika Anda belum membayar, pilih belum dan Anda akan diarahkan untuk membuat e-billing terlebih dahulu. Bila Anda telah membayar, isikan data bukti pembayaran berupa jenis pembayaran yaitu nomor transaksi penerima negara atau pemindah bukuan. Isikan data NTPN atau pemindah bukuan Anda, lalu isi tanggal dan jumlah pembayaran. Jika SPT Anda lebih bayar, silakan unggah dokumen pendukung berupa bukti pemotongan pajak dari perusahaan atau bukti pembayaran lainnya. Pada bagian B, isikan data penghasilan final maupun penghasilan yang tidak dikenakan pajak sebagaimana ketentuan perundang-undangan perpajakan. Contohnya, jika pemberi kerja Anda memberikan bukti potong final, maka isikan nominal penghasilan pada poin B8 dan isikan pajak penghasilan final yang telah dipotong pada poin B9. Atas penghasilan yang tidak dikenakan pajak, isikan pada poin B10. Selanjutnya, pada bagian C, isikan nominal harta dan utang. Pada bagian D, centang pernyataan setuju bila Anda yakin bahwa data yang Anda isikan sudah benar. Langkah terakhir adalah ambil kode verifikasi. Secara otomatis, kode verifikasi akan dikirimkan melalui email Anda. Salin kode tersebut pada kolom yang disediakan, klik kirim SPT, maka SPT Anda akan terekam pada sistem DJP. Anda akan mendapatkan bukti penerimaan elektronik sebagai bukti bahwa Anda telah melaporkan SPT.
I'm Hanisa Nadia Alzura. I'm gonna explain the material is about deadline for tax reporting. The deadline for annual tax reporting, or SPT tahunan, consists of two. The first one, the deadline for annual personal income tax return is no later than 3 months after the end of the tax year, which is March 31. Late reporting of personal annual tax return will be fined 100,000 rupiah. And the deadline for reporting of the annual corporate income tax return is no later than 4 months after the end of the tax year, namely April 30. If you are late, you will be fined 1 million rupiah. And the deadline for reporting periodic tax return. The first one is PPh Article 4 Paragraph 2, PPh Article 15, PPh Article 21 or 26, and PPh Article 23 or 26 are 20 of the following month. Meanwhile, if you report late, you will be fined 100,000 rupiah. The second, in PPh Article 22, PPN and PPNBM collected by custom is the last working day of the following week. The third, PPh Article 22 of the Treasurer of the Government is the 14th of the following month. Fourth, Income Tax Article 22, curtain collectors are the 20 of the following month. Late reporting of the VAT SPT will be subject to a fine of 500,000 rupiah. Fifth, PPN and PPNBM for the Treasurer is the 14th for the following month. Sixth, PPN and PPNBM for non-Treasurer collectors is the 20 of the following month. And the last one, PPh Article 4 Paragraph 2, PPh Article 15, PPh Article 21, PPh Article 23, PPN and PPNBM for taxpayers. Curtain criteria are on the 20 after the last tax periods. The deadline for reporting periodic VAT SPT is the end of the following month. Okay, that's all from me. Before that, let me listen what our President says in the next video.
Saya mengajak semua wajib pajak untuk segera melaporkan SPT tahunannya. Dan pajak yang kita bayarkan sangat diperlukan untuk mendukung program pemulihan ekonomi, meningkatkan daya beli masyarakat, dan pemulihan kesehatan seperti vaksinasi dan perlindungan sosial di masa pandemi ini. Terima kasih.